Damn, my toenails are long. You don't see them like poking out of my... You know they're long when you can pick up shit off the floor with your feet. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everyone out there. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Let's go ahead and get started. I have to tell you what happened to me last night. You know, we talk about this. This is how we get the messages for each day. So I was laying in my bed and I'm like, damn, my toenails are long. Like, my toenails don't usually, because I cut them, but I haven't cut them in a while. And I'm like, man, they look like talons. I mean, they're not that long, you know? I mean, you don't see them like poking out of my... You don't see them poking out like from the top of my toes, do you? But they're long, okay? I was sitting here thinking like, damn, these things look like they're coming in for a landing. Like they're about to come in and swoop down and grab dinner for tonight. Shit looks like I'm about to compete in a javelin throwing contest. Just, you know what I mean? Like they're sharp, man. It was like cutting the shit out of me. I had my feet crossed and I'm like, damn. You know they're long when you can pick up shit off the floor with your feet. Just, anyway, okay. So something about long toenails, swooping in, coming in for a landing, picking up dinner for tonight. Some of you may pick up dinner instead of cook tonight, or maybe you've been having to do that a lot lately because you've been busy, been working a lot or something. There's something about home life and balancing that out. But going back to the toenails, yeah, I was like, that's noteworthy. I was laughing my ass off last night thinking about it. I'm like, damn, this is some funny shit. Something about long toenails. And maybe it has something to do with like coming in for a landing, actually. Another thing that actually happened to me, it was this morning, is I had a vision, a very, very, very clear vision of a plane, okay? And this was a large commercial flight. It's a white plane with blue and red writing on it. There's blue and red. It was very clear, but I couldn't make out what it said. And it went away. It was like flying through the air. It was almost like I was up there with the plane. It was really interesting. As if I was up there while this plane was going through the air, and then it just disappeared. It's like nothing happened to it. It's not like it crashed or it came in for a landing like my toenails are trying to do. No, it didn't. It was just gone. And I was sitting there asking Spirit, like, God, why'd you give me that vision? It didn't go anywhere. Could be a message though. Sometimes I see planes, you know, I equate sometimes planes with messages, like when you would make paper planes. We've talked about that before. So it could be that someone is, because the plane was moving rather, well, it looks slow in my vision, but it was just a regular. So I feel like something, something may not reach the point of destination that it was intended to. Now this could be an actual plane that like disappears or it reaches, I don't know. I mean like coming up, not any that's already happened. This will be coming. Or now, happening now it could be, because it's fresh. It's a new vision. It's something that's coming or it's happening now, or it will be very soon. Or it could be a message. It could be a political message, because I could think, oh, that could be like a, I don't know, but I saw a commercial. It's kind of confusing right now, but I do think that something is not going to reach the destination that it intended to. Could be a good thing. We don't know what was on the plane. If this was a message, we don't know what message somebody was trying to put out. But whatever this is, something that was going through the air does not reach the destination that it was intended to. So I say, what destination does it reach? I don't really know, because I didn't see it. But now let's put all that together. We got long ass toenails that need to be cut. And a flight or a plane or a message or some type of travel that does not reach its destination, again, that it was initially intended to reach. It seems to almost disappear in thin air. I'm hearing lost in translation. Some of you could be traveling in the near future. You could be taking a flight. You could actually be taking a flight. I don't know if it gets delayed or you miss it or you don't end up going on this trip, or you end up having a detour, it goes around, or maybe you choose a different way to go than the flight. Or luggage could get lost. There's something very specific here. It could go a million different ways. I'm not seeing specifics, so I guess this can go a million different ways. But this could also be, I want to go back to the message, to something that was intended, or it's supposed to reach someone, or supposed to reach a people, and it doesn't. Let me look this up. What planes have red and blue writing? Oh shit, a lot of them do. Southwest Airlines, British Airways, Air India, American Airlines. It's American Airlines. That's the one. That's it. I'm going to type in American Airlines plane. That's it. This is what I saw in my vision, guys. Look at this plane. I'm going to get up and show you. Let me click on images. This is the exact plane I saw, except for it didn't have the flag on the background. This plane right here, this is the one that I saw in my vision, except for remove the flag. The writing is what I saw. I don't know, maybe it has something to do with actually American Airlines. You know, when I just looked at this picture though, I realized it's American Airlines, and then I saw AA. Maybe there's a pilot who's drunk, or maybe somebody gets drunk on the airplane. I don't know. I equated American Airlines with alcohol just now. So it could have something to do with AA, drinking. I'm hearing belligerent. Now again, it could also be if the plane is not an actual plane, something's gonna happen with a plane. I don't know. If it's not that, guys, it could be the message I was talking about, a plane symbolizing a message coming through that kind of gets lost in translation, or it just doesn't go through. I feel like somebody could be sending something, or could have already done stuff while they were belligerent, while they were under the influence of something, whether it was alcohol or narcotics, or they just weren't in their right mind in some way. Someone could have done this, will do this, could be doing it now, is communicating, or there's communication that comes through that is intended for a specific destination, intended to reach specific people or one particular person. It may not be the greatest, but this is why it doesn't go through. It's like not, I'm hearing shot down. I heard it very loud. Now, shot down doesn't actually have to mean something's getting shot down or taken out, but it could be taken down, you know, because it went away. I saw the plane in my vision very clearly. It was going through the air, through the airways. Could be going through, you know, circuits. I'm also hearing circuit court, but it's going to get taken down, shot down. It's going to be removed. It will not be allowed to reach its final destination for whatever reason. And it could be because the person, the pilot, the person responsible for what they're saying, the person is not, they're belligerent. They're under the influence, or they're not thinking clearly. They shouldn't be operating this flight. They shouldn't be operating this message. They have no business doing this. You can't fly a plane when you're inebriated. Some of us in the world, this could be a worldwide thing, or it could be a country thing where something literally happens with a plane. It's not something that's happened before. It's something that's coming or happening like right now, and we're going to hear about it. It would be occurring today or tomorrow or something like this. I feel like it's very present. Or again, it's an actual thing. A person, we'll call them the pilot in this situation, is putting out, and perhaps maybe it's been able to be, I'm hearing go undetected. Perhaps this individual has been able to do things where it's not detected. It's undetected because it's been going over people's heads, which we got in another message a couple weeks ago. Remember that? It was like a message was going to go over people's heads, like whoop, you know? And I had a plane fly over my head that day in the car. We did a video on it. So someone has been able to get away with some of the things they've been doing, but it's going to be stopped. It's going to be taken down. Now, how do we tie that into the toenails? Well, the toenails could be something sharp coming through. I know it's weird. This is how I get messages, guys. Since we don't read tarot anymore, we use nature, we use songs, movies, visions to get daily messages or future messages, if the future even exists, because we don't know if it does. Every second that we have here and we have breath in our lungs is a blessing, because the next second is not promised, and we know that. We talk about it a lot. I try to stay mindful of that so that it keeps us aware, you know, of how important each and every day is. You hear that? And if you go back to the toenail situation, you think about my toenails, you think, okay, they need to be cut. The flight in my vision was cut short because it went nowhere. I even tried to go back in the vision and try to get Spirit. I was like, Spirit, tell me where it goes. Where's it going, God? What do you mean by this plane? I'm also getting an image of, oh, this is weird. Okay, here we go. The plot thickens. I'm getting an image now in my mind's eye of martial arts. I'm seeing two people ready to spar, And one of the guys does not have his toenails clipped. So this is where this ties in. And I used to be in martial arts long time ago, and that is one of the things you have to do. You have to clip your toenails before you spar, before you fight, because it's like a weapon. I mean, you could cut someone up. You could really pick someone up, especially if you kick them right, you know? You got some sharp ass claws, you got some sharp talons. You know what I mean? You looking like you're about to make shish kebabs for dinner, like, you know what I mean? You could hurt somebody that way. You got to cut those things. So I feel like someone may have been intending to cut someone with a message. They may have been intending to hurt someone, to fight them, to create some sort of battle, and it's been going over someone's head. Or maybe it's people, like a bunch of people. It doesn't happen. It's almost like it gets lost in the clouds. Like the clouds sweep the plane away, sweep the message away, and you just don't see it anymore. But yet my toenails are still here, because I haven't cut these bitches yet. So it makes me think that we have either a government of people, if this is closer to home and more personal to our lives, then this could be a particular person. You could call them maybe an enemy, or maybe that's what they're hoping to be, an enemy. Someone's still sitting with their sharpness, because I still got the toenails, right? So it's like someone's still sitting with their anger, they're still wanting to fight, they're still wanting to spar, they're still wanting to like one up somebody or square off, go toe to toe. Oh, that's funny, Spirit. Somebody wants to go toe to toe with someone here, but it's not being received. It's not being received. So they're just stuck with the claws themselves. There's an individual here, I believe, that could have been intending to hurt people on purpose or to hurt a person. This could be someone who's been intending to hurt you in whatever way, I don't know. And I hate talking about this, but if this is the message, this is the message. I mean, you know, there's a lot of people out there, this is the way that the world is. You know, it is. It's the way the world is. So I don't really know at this point. I'm kind of blanking. I don't know where this is going. I mean, I think we got a lot of the message, but I feel like we're just going in circles now. The only other thing I'm seeing is like feet on the plane. You know how the wheels come out? I'm seeing them as my actual feet, or anyone's feet with long toenails. And Spirit's giving me the message here that it's going to be hard to land. It's going to be harder to land that way. It was never intended for landing. Oh God. Okay, hold on. Now there could be a plane that gets sent out, literally an actual plane or something in the air, and it never intends on landing. It's never supposed to actually land, because I don't actually see the wheels come off the plane. I see my feet, or any feet. I'm seeing feet with long nails, and it's spirit giving me a message through that, right? Saying that something that is being sent out is not intended ever to land, or it's not intended to land smoothly. There's no rubber on this plane. There's no wheels. There's feet. Something was never intended to either reach a particular destination, we're going to repeat it, to land smoothly. Maybe it was intended to land, or it is intended to land, but it's not intended to land smoothly. It's intended to land to hurt, to grab, to kill. Because what did I say about my toenails? I mean, I was making a joke, but I said, it's like I'm going to swoop down and grab dinner for tonight. Sorry guys, I was receiving a call, so I had to pause the video and come back. I'm going to leave this here. I'm not going to force something to continue to come out. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So this is what I'm getting. I don't know what any of this means yet, and maybe this is where I'm meant to leave it and we find out later what this is going to mean. It actually doesn't feel like this ends badly, but that doesn't mean it doesn't. I just don't feel that it does, or at least it doesn't end the way that someone hoped that it would end. Or something that comes through, it's not going to land the way that someone hopes that it lands. They're not going to get what they hoped they were going to get. It'd be like a vulture flying out of the sky, swooping down to grab its dinner with its long old talons, but it doesn't actually grab it. Maybe the prey is faster. Maybe the prey goes underground and the vulture isn't allowed to swoop it up, grab it. And we had vultures a couple days ago. It could be a message that is sent out or has been sent out and it just ain't landing the way that someone hopes it lands. And it could be because they were intending harm. What I would really like to know is who's on the flight. That's what I'd like to know. Who's on the plane? Now I know we have a belligerent pilot, meaning whoever, especially if it's a message someone's putting out, I feel like someone could be like really messed up here, and maybe they've done something or said several somethings to harm people or to harm a particular person. But who's on the plane? It's a big ass plane in my vision. So are they flying it by themselves? Surely there's others on it. And I think that's the point. I think the point is maybe a couple of people are going to get found out here, but there's other people involved. There's other people with them. But I'm hearing if you go down or we go down, then we all go down together. So it could be whoever was operating a particular situation may end up taking everyone out with them because something doesn't end up landing the way that they hope that it would land. So they're just going to take all the people out with them. They're going to take them down with them. I'm going to leave this here. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later.